Hare Krishna, Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. So we continue reading from Caitaniya Caritamita, Adi Leela, chapter 10, text 61. Shivanandera Upashakha Tanra Parikara Putra Bhriti Adikari Chaitanya Kinkara. The sons, servants, and family members of Shivananda Sen constituted a sub-branch. They were all sincere servants of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So yesterday we were hearing about Shivananda Sen, how he is one of the branches of the tree of Lord Chaitanya. And not sure what happened here. One moment, please. So, okay, so and his his servants, the family members, the sons, the servants of Shivananda Sen, they are a sub branch of this branch of Shivananda Sen. So means all his families, his servants, his sons, they're all such instruments in serving Lord Chaitanya and preaching and spreading the Krishna consciousness movement. Chaitanya Das, Ram Das, Ara Karna Pura, Tina Putra Shivanandera Prabhura Bhakta Sura. The three sons of Shivananda Sen, namely named Chaitanya Das, Ram Das, and Karnapur, were all heroic devotees of Lord Chaitanya. Chaitanya Das, the eldest son of Shivananda Sen, wrote a commentary on Krishna Karnamrit that was later translated by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur in his paper Sajjana Toshane. So Shivananda Sen, he had three sons. The first son is Chaitanya Das, and Chaitanya Das, he's written a commentary on Krishna Karnamrit. And this his commentary, Chaitanya Das's commentary, was translated by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, one of the acharyas in our line, in his paper Sajjana Toshane. According to expert opinion, Chaitanya Das was the author of the book Caitaniya Carita, also known as Caitaniya Caritamita, which was written in Sanskrit. The author was not Kavi Karnapur, as is generally supposed. This is the opinion of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So it seems that Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur is saying that Chaitanya Das also wrote Caitanya Charita in Sanskrit. Sri Ramdas was the second son of Shivananda Sen. It is stated in the Gaur Gonadesh Dipika 145 that the two famous parrots named Daksh and Vichakshana in Krishna Leela became the elder brothers of Kavi Karnapur, namely Chaitanya Das and Ramdas. So Chaitanya Das and Ramdas, they are in Chaitanya Leela, and their identity in Krishna Leela is they are the parrots Daksh and Vichakshana. The parrots have their names Daksh and Vichakshana, and these parrots have come as Chaitanya Das and Ramdas. Karnapur, the third son, who was also known as Parmanandas or Puridas, was initiated by Srinath Pandit, who was a disciple of Sri Advaita Prabhu. So yesterday we were a bit confused. Who was whose disciple? Who was the disciple of Srinath Pandit? Was it Shivananda Sen or Parmanandas? But it is Parmanandas, Puridas, Kavi Karnapur. Yeah, he is the disciple of Srinath Pandit, and Srinath Pandit is a disciple of Advaita Prabhu. Advaita Acharya is one of the members of the Panchatattva. Karnapur wrote many books that are important in Vaishnav literature, such as the Ananda Vrindavan Champu, Alankar Kaustuba, Gaur Gonadesh Dipika, and the great epic Caitanya Chandrodaya Natak. He was born in the year 1448, Shakabda, AD 1526. He continually wrote books for 10 years, from 1488 until 1498. So Kavi Karnapur, he's written many important books, Gorgonodesh Dipika, in which he's pointing out the identities of these personalities, in Chaitanya Leela, who they are in the Krishna Leela. Then he's written Alankar Kaustuba, Ananda Vrindavan Champu, and Chaitanya Chandrodaya Natak. He was at the time of Lord Chaitanya, 1526, AD 1526. Not very long ago, quite recent. So reading on. Shri Vallabhasena Arasena Shrikanta Shivananda Sambandhe Prabhura Bhakta Ekanta. Shri Vallabh Sen and Shrikant Sen were also sub-branches of Shivanand Sen, for they were not only his nephews but also unalloyed devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So two of the nephews of Shivananda Sen are called Shri Vallabha Sen and Shrikanta Sen. They were also instruments in preaching, so they are also called sub-branches. When Lord Nityananda Prabhu rebuked Shivananda Sen on the way to Puri, these two nephews of Shivananda left the company as a protest and went to see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at Jagannath Puri. The Lord could understand the feelings of the boys, and he asked his personal assistant Govinda to supply them prasadam until the party of Shivananda arrived. So we heard that how Nityananda Prabhu, he apparently got upset with Shivananda saying that, oh, there is no proper place for us to stay. I'm hungry. There's no food. This was a loving pastime, loving exchange between Nityananda Prabhu and Shivananda Sen. Where Nityananda Prabhu is like, he is showing that, oh, he's dependent on his devotee. Pointing out the glory of Shivananda Sen. You know how it's like small children will tell the mother, where's my food? Where's my bed? Like that. But the two nephews, Sri Vallabh Sen and Shrikant Sen, they got they were like, couldn't understand the pastime very well. So they went ahead to see Lord Chaitanya. And then Lord Chaitanya asked his servant Govinda to give these two boys his personal Mahaprasad, prasadam. His remnants was given. During the Rath Yatra Sankirtan festival, these two brothers were members of the party led by Mukunda. So Mukunda Dutt would be one of the singers of the Sankirtan, Rath Yatra. When Rath Yatra, Lord Chaitanya would organize all these different parties. There would be the singers, the mridanga players, the dancers in each of the party. And Lord Chaitanya would come in all these parties. Some devotees could see Lord Chaitanya in all of them. So these two boys were in the party of Mukunda Dutt. In the Gaur-Gonadesh Dipika 174, it is said that the gopi, whose name was Katyayani, appeared as Shrikant Sen. So there's a gopi named Katyayani, and she's come as Shrikant Sen. Shrikant Sen is one of the nephews of Shivananda Sen. We just read that this month is Katyayani Vrat, but that is goddess Durga. She's the gopis would pray to her. So this is a gopi who's named Katyayani. So it's different. Prabhu Priya Govindananda Mahabhagavata Prabhura Kirtanya Adi Shri Govinda Datta. Govindanandan and Govinda Dutt, the 25th and 26th branches of the tree were performers of Kirtan in the company of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Govinda Dutt was the principal singer in Lord Chaitanya's Kirtan party. So now we are hearing about the 25th and 26th branches of the tree of Lord Chaitanya, and that is Govindanandan and Govinda Dutt. And Govinda Dutt is in the village of Sukhachar near Khadadaha. They were, Govinda Dutt was a singer in Lord Chaitanya's Kirtan party. They were performers in Kirtan party in the company of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So they were all helping Lord Chaitanya in his Sankirtana pastimes. They were associating with Lord Chaitanya during his Sankirtana pastimes, assisting, associating instruments in the hands of Lord Chaitanya. Sri Vijayadas Nama Prabhura Akhariya Prabhure Aneka Punthi Diache Likhiya. Sri Vijayadas, the 27th branch, another of the Lord's chief singers, gave the Lord many books written by hand. Formerly, there were no printing presses or printing books. All books were handwritten. Now of course, we have books on the internet. We are reading a book on the internet. And then, of course, we know there's so much paper available. We have books, we are printing But before, 500 years ago, in the time of Lord Chaitanya, there was no printing press. The books had to be handwritten. We see how the Goswamis, they have left back their literature. They were writing on the leaves. They were writing on the leaves, and how those books are still preserved. So precious books were kept in manuscript form in temples or other important places, and anyone who was interested in a book had to copy it by hand. Vijayadas was a professional writer who copied many manuscripts and gave them to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Vijayadas did this service, that he handwrote many of these literatures for the pleasure of Lord Chaitanya. Ratna Bahubali Prabhu Thuila Tanra Nam Akinchana Prabhu Priya Krishna Das Nam. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave Vijayadas the name Ratna Bahu, jewel-handed, Ratna Bahu, because he copied many manuscripts for him. The 28th branch was Krishna Das, who was very dear to the Lord, and he was known as Akinchana Krishna Das. So Vijayadas, he copied many manuscripts for Lord Chaitanya, and Lord Chaitanya gave him the title Ratna Bahu, jewel hand. He was happy with his service. And the 28th branch is called Krishna Das, and Lord Chaitanya, he's also known as, this Krishna Das is also known as Akinchana Krishna Das. Akinchana means one who possesses nothing in this world. Akinchana, one who possesses nothing in this world. Kunti Devi points out in her prayers to Krishna, Akinchana Gocharaha, that you are the shelter of one who has nothing in this world. So, but one who has Krishna has everything. One who possesses nothing in this world means this is the meaning of Akinchana. But he has Krishna, so he has everything. So we'll stop here for today. Are there any questions or comments? Okay. Thank you so much for listening in and joining in. Caitanya Caritamita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Bhaktavinda ki jai. Hare Krishna.